The Falcons' defense, says the headlines, rises to the occasion. Yes, it was the Falcons' defense that won that game. Saints, the great Hall of Famer Drew Brees was 3 of 10 on third down, 3 yards a rush. The Saints had 10 drives, scored on only 3. The Saints had 5 second-half drives. That great offense scored on only 1. When's the last time Aaron Rodgers had somebody, his defense, save his butt like that? Never. See, this is the way sports works. The answers are all right in front of us, but we love our teams, and we name our animals and our kids after our favorite players, and we wear jerseys to game, and we bet on them, and we're so emotionally tied that we get warped. Matt Ryan's been in this league 10 years. He's had one great year, which is easy to figure out. He was connected to the best offensive coordinator in football, Kyle Shanahan. Since he's left, Matt Ryan's become what I predicted he would be, Matt Ryan, a nice, solid, heady B quarterback. Three interceptions last night. Last time Aaron Rodgers did that, 8 years ago. But after that one great year, all the fanboys and the media peeps in Atlanta, he is Aaron Rodgers. Let me ask you, if a good cook cooked a great meal, is he suddenly a chef? If a B student gets an A, is he or she suddenly the valedictorian? Matt Ryan, 9 of 10 years a B student. You can see why one year with the best offensive coordinator in football, he had an amazing statistical aberration outlier year. And when I factually suggested that Matt Ryan was actually Andy Dalton, a slightly better version of Andy Dalton, people were outraged. Even though I gave you their career stats, they were the same. But look at these, look at these, look at these, look at these. I said, no. He's much closer to Andy Dalton than he is to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback in the league. Matt Ryan's like 15th, 13th, 12th. Well, what do you know? When I made these claims, like my mom said, oh, you're controversial. Facts aren't controversial. Feelings are. Your feelings are not my factual problems. Let's look at what Matt Ryan suddenly is this year without Kyle Shanahan. Well, what the hell you know? He's Andy Dalton, right down to the passer rating. He is Andy Dalton. Do you realize Aaron Rodgers has only 4 touchdowns fewer than Matt Ryan? You're right, my bad. Matt Ryan is Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers stops playing in week 6. I mean, think about this. If you ask people, a lot of people, maybe we just want to like Matt Ryan more. If you ask most Americans, Russell Wilson, Matt Ryan, who's better, it'd be 50-50. In the South, it'd be 80-20, Matt Ryan. Think about this. Matt Ryan, I could be wrong on this, but I don't think Matt Ryan, let me check. Oh, I'm right. He hasn't had a 3-touchdown game this year. Not one. Russell Wilson has a worse offensive line, not disputable. Worse running backs, not disputable. Significantly less talented wide receivers, not disputable. And Russell Wilson, with that, 7 times this year, has produced 3 touchdowns. Matt Ryan, 0. With better receivers, better backs, better offensive line, playing in a noisy dome, Russell Wilson deals with worse weather, worse O-line, worse running back, worse receivers. Russell Wilson, 7 times, has produced at least 3 touchdowns. Matt Ryan, none. And when you suggest as a young sportscaster, don't let people's feelings get in the way of your facts. Be defiant. Have an opinion. You're right. They're wrong. Data doesn't lie. Matt Ryan won last night. Matt Ryan's defense really won last night. He's a good B student. He's not a valedictorian. Just because he got an A in one class. So there's 2 huge NFL games this weekend in what will be comprising the best NFL weekend. There's 13 of the 16 games are playoff implication games. The college football is done for about a month. This is really great. This Sunday is going to be fantastic. The first game I want to talk about is the Giants and the Cowboys. Dallas is still very much in the playoff race. New York is not. Now, Eli Manning is going to own most of the press here. He's going to be about the hype. Everybody's going to be talking at that stadium. Eli jerseys will be 50 to 70,000 people will wear Eli jerseys. The merchandise has shot through the roof. It'll be a surreal scene. Everybody wearing in that stadium, everybody's going to have an Eli jersey. I mean, that's what they're predicting now. The whole stadium's going to be Eli jerseys. I mean, it's going to be like nothing you've seen, okay? I think the bigger story is actually, in terms of football, Dak. Sean Lee's back, Ty Smith left tackle back, Giants in utter chaos. Dak has to win this game. What happens when it comes to young quarterbacks, and Dak's in year 2? We know instantly some guys are franchise quarterbacks. Andrew Luck, Deshaun Watson, you know instantly. Then there's some guys that struggle year 1, Derek Carr, Jared Goff, and you're like, oh, okay. Then there are other guys that are pretty good year 1, going to the tank year 2 and 3, Jameis Winston. The question for some people now is Dak Prescott a franchise quarterback? Because without some of his players, he's been terrible. I'm here to tell you, Dak is a franchise quarterback, and there's a very easy number that tells me this. Do you think Dak has an A head coach? No. Jason Garrett beat his C. Do you think his defense is an A defense? No, maybe A- on the defensive front, but it's a C in the back end. Okay. Do you think he has an A wide receiving core? Hell no. Much closer to C-. So you know he doesn't have a great team around him. He has some parts of it, offensive line, running back, that are really, really, really special. Here's all you need to know. The league average for rushing yards in a game for all the teams, the league average is 110 yards a game rushing. That's the league average. When Dak Prescott gets 110 yards rushing support, that's not great. It's just the league average. He's 17-3 and one of the leaders in time of possession. Okay, if you just give him an average coach, which you think he has, an average back 7 defense, a below average receiving core, if you just give him the league average in running totals, he's 17-3. He's also got sort of little bit of a crazy loud owner. Crazy loud owner, average to slightly above average coach, below average wide receiving core, below average back 7 defense. In a pretty tough division. In a year and a half, give him the league average rushing yards, he's 17-3. Give him below that, he's 2-6. He needs support. Don't bail on him. I think he's going to go into New York this weekend in what's going to be a bizarre scene. I'm really actually excited to see this scene. I think he's going to win this football game. I think it's going to be really, really close. It's a field goal football game, but don't bail on the kid. He can play. And there you have a number. The other game, which is gigantic this weekend, and I'm really excited for it, is the Rams hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. So we get to see Kristine, the number 1 and number 2 picks quarterback. Jared Goff, number 1, Carson Wentz, right? 1 and 2 picks. And here's what I like about both of them. It's not about their football. What I like about both of them is they're kind of boring personality-wise. If you look at the quarterbacks in college football, Flash wins you awards. Cam won the Heisman, RG3, Tebow, Manziel, Jameis Winston. Big personalities, sometimes controversy, flash, big comments, touchdown. That's great in college. On a college campus, it's small. You're a man among boys. You drive up in the Corvette. You have the cool suit. You are the man. Flash wins in college. The opposite wins in the NFL. Flash dies in the NFL. Tebow is a bust. RG3 is a bust. Manziel is a bust. Jameis is maybe a bust, and Cam's underachieved. In the NFL, let me give you a list of the passing rating leaders in the NFL. Do you notice something about their personalities outside of Aaron Rodgers? Brady, Smith, Breeze, Watson, Wentz, Cousins, Keenum, Goff, Stafford. They're PC. They're humble. They're quiet. They elevate others. Flash wins you credibility on a college campus. It's a small town. The sports car makes you the cool dude. The touchdown sign, all in. Flash in the NFL makes you dork. Because everybody's rich, and everybody's a man, and everybody's got nice clothes. Don't try too hard. What wins and draws and gets awards and attention in college and small college towns is the cool suit, the touchdown dance, the flash, the cocky personality. Kills you in the NFL.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.